Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge podcast, episode number 151. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today and listening in. If you are new, welcome, and check out some of the other episodes on the page. All episodes are available on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music, so make sure you are subscribed so you can get notified for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at The Sky Lounge. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG5EUNG. Let's get started. Topic of the week this week, boys and girls, Sin City, Sinless, Seclusion. Hermit mode. Yeah, going out has become a hassle. Now, granted, boys and girls, I still get work done, run errands, go to the gym, go to sporting events, travel, etc., but going out like the old days, not my cup of tea anymore. And that's not to besmirch anybody I used to hang out with. And really, it's just more along the cases of what I am right now. I'm basically an old man, okay? I used to be a little going out at night slut. You know, the thirstiest little fuck who's actually the biggest fuck probably on a given night that had no game. Still has no game. And I wasted oodles of money on nothing. I mean, granted, there are things now I spend money on. I'm like, oh, jeez. And, 5 minutes later, I'm like, why the fuck did I buy that? Yeah, makes sense that I bought it, but it's like a waste of money. But relatively speaking, not as much as I feel like I used to back, not even a long time ago. I'd say back in college, back maybe 2-3 some odd years ago, I would say that too. But after a while, you get tired of the same mundane shit. It's kind of repetitive. And, I'm not going to lie to you. If you ask me right now, would you go to the nightclub tonight or spend the night with the puppies? I'm picking out a sports documentary and rolling up the goddamn weed because I'm staying home with the puppies. I mean, of course, I still go out once in a while, right? Maybe once or twice a week, perhaps, if that. But shit, I mean, hermit mode, it's good to me. It's been good to me. You just get to just calm down, relax, reflect a little bit. Take a look at yourself and make that change. Why did you go with the southern accent on a Michael Jackson song? I don't know. Not a lot of answers here, boys and girls. A lot of questions, though. A lot of fun questions are asked on a day-to-day basis. And really, you live here in Las Vegas and you figure, I'm going to go out every weekend. I want to go to the club every weekend. I want to go hit up the bars every weekend. Yeah, hit up the fucking ladies. Like, no, that's not me. For a while, I was kind of masquerading around in that kind of facade, but reality is, I got tired of it. And the honest truth is, I would rather much spend the night at home, right? I mean, if there is a special event, I'll go out. I'll do stuff. Maybe once in a blue moon. But hey, again, you live in a city with so many options. And when these options are generally the same repetitive kind of, what's the word I want to use there? Just boorish events. It gets to you. It does. I mean, yeah, I could go out, 2-3 times a week, go to the bar every weekend, spend $100 each and every time I go, gamble a little bit, drink up a little bit, could do that. Absolutely. But do I choose to? Like, no. I used to do that. And again, it just gets boring. It's kind of the same thing. I'm one of those cats right now at this point thinking, you know what? I like where I'm at. I like the fact that I can get work done. I can do my shit. And I still make time for this. Writing, producing YouTube shit, which is essentially me just pointing a fucking camera and talking. But even that, something's put out there. Content creation is something that I've stressed that I really like doing. Something that, in all fairness, it's hard. No one said it's easy. But it's that whole cliche that everyone keeps saying, you gotta love and enjoy the process, and I'm trying to fall back in love with the process. I am, and it's hard work. It is. It's hard work just to, shake yourself out of apathy and think, oh man, I'm just gonna do something that I actually like instead of numbing it out and just, trying to put holes, trying to put fucking circles into goddamn square pegs. That shit don't work, right? But boys and girls, this is all up to you. Right? If you live in Las Vegas right now, shit, I don't give a fuck if you're going to the bars every night, hitting on the ladies and the boys. I don't give a fuck what you do. This is just me, right? And boys and girls, this is the thing I emphasize always here at the Sky Lounge. I am just laying my opinions. I am laying out my observations. I am laying out the foundations of what I do, right? And these are just my words. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if you take this the wrong way or the right way. I really don't give a fuck. What I intend to do here, as always, boys and girls, on the Sky Lounge, is entertain using vulgar language, right? This is what I do. This is the philosophy and the core mantra of the Sky Lounge, right? I mean, shit, you live your life how you want to. I quite frankly don't give a shit. I'm doing my thing. I live my life how I do. And shit, if it means sinless in Sin City, not going out drinking every fucking night, not getting coked up like the party cats out there, shit, I'll just be Master Roshi. Because ultimately, boys and girls, Master Roshi, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball, and technically Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super, but I'm getting, off the track. Master Roshi teaches us to better yourself each and every day. Also to get horned up about hot women, which, I mean, all right, Master Roshi, I'll do that. Already got a chub. Already got the chub. Already halfway there. Whoa, we're halfway there. Not into this podcast, though. Guys, all game and match reviews are on the Sky Lounge YouTube page, so make sure you check that shit out for more detailed reviews and videos. Now, Arsenal. It's been a solid run of form for Arsenal as they grab a win in Europa and in the Premier League. So, what still concerns me despite the wins is Unai Emery's naive team selection and general malaise when we play from the back, especially with Luiz and Socrates. Seriously can't wait until the international break is over because we're going to have all the injured guys slowly but surely coming back by the end of October, I would imagine, funneling down November, everyone still gets play time, and hopefully no major injuries in October. Cross your fucking fingers, everybody. Fuck! Because it scares me. Truly does, boys and girls. Truly, truly does. Because Arsenal with an injury is always the downfall. Always is. But listen, with Arsenal, there's a very simple thing I want to lay out here. I think the starting 11, when all the injured players come back, maybe by late October is my imagination, my starting 11 would be a 4-4-2. And here's the lineup for you. Lino in goalkeeping, Bellerin right back, Chambers right center back, Holding left center back, Tierney left back, Xhaka central defensive midfielder, Guendouzi central midfielder, Ceballos central midfielder, Pepe central attacking midfielder, Lacazette and Aubameyang as the striker duo. Now, positions assigned should be fluid based on the necessity of the game. So let's say, for example, Pepe, who is an attacking midfielder, is going to be right behind, by tactical formation and just by, how the lineup is set, right behind Lacazette and Aubameyang. But if you can't find the space and open the back line of the opposition with Bellerin, then shit, you pair Pepe on the right wing alongside Bellerin, that's going to open a lot of fucking space up. And Ceballos can absolutely, instead of Pepe, when Pepe does that, Ceballos can step forward and really just control that maestro space, right? What I like to call the maestro space, where Ceballos can really orchestrate where passes are going to be placed, how things are going to be done. Kind of what the role of what Mesut Ozil should be, but we know the whole story, non-story of how he's not really part of the team anymore, so that's kind of a long shot of a hope. But you also have, again, Lacazette and Aubameyang, who I think are going to be absolutely vital up front. So that's my thoughts. That's just a small inkling of what I think Arsenal should do. I mean, boys and girls, I could talk about this fucking tactic shit all day with Arsenal. I mean, this is all based on my observation and my opinions, of course. But, hey, I just want to win. I don't know what the fuck Unai Emery wants. But there you go. There you go. Football action, boys and girls. It is fantastic. And what else is fantastic is Jill Ellis ties her final game against South Korea, but goes out as the most winning coach in U.S. women's national team history. I mean, good God. Congratulations to Jill Ellis. Just absolutely fantastic stuff there. International break, boys and girls, means a pause on great football and foreplay for the next year of international tournaments. Now, qualifiers and useless friendlies aside, boys and girls, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some great football, but let's hope there's no injuries. Seriously, guys, let's really hope there's not any injuries in this stupid-ass international break. But hey, let's keep it going, because the Seahawks are going to keep it going. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, your Seattle Seahawks are 4-1. They beat the Los Angeles Rams on Thursday Night Football, and now we are headed over to Cleveland for a matchup against the Wounded Browns. I'm excited. I like Baker, but my Seahawks are feeling hot. Now, Russell Wilson, the man who exemplifies hotness, fuego, passion, love, manliness, greatness. The media is now talking about Russell Wilson doing magical things and how miraculous it is. Oh my God, it's amazing. Dude, I've been saying this shit for fucking 8 years, right? If you're a Seahawks fan for longer than I have, I mean, granted, I've only been a fan for 4 years. I admit that to everybody. But hey, diehard Seahawks fan now. But this is just something we've been seeing for 8 years in the Seattle Seahawks franchise. But you fucking morons are only just hyped up because a football player in the mold of Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, appeared, and you're getting boner from his passes and pisses. I mean, come on, dude. Russell's been doing this for 8 fucking years. Okay? And so when the obvious question comes up, because Mahomes is tied to the 3 letters that define who he is right now, MVP. Do I think Russell Wilson is going to be the MVP? Do I think he's MVP caliber? No fucking shit! Call it the Legion of Boom carrying the Seahawks to the Super Bowl. But I will argue the Seahawks didn't have the juice without a quarterback. Okay, Matt Flynn? Yeah? Is that right? 2 years before he got drafted. Losing record. But okay. And I know that's a cheap little grab that you can get, but reality is, this Seattle franchise was nothing without Russell Wilson. Sorry. I know Pete. I know John. I know the Legion of Boom. I know a lot of these cats have a lot to do with it, but my God, you needed a fucking quarterback. And here's the thing. My guy, Russell Wilson, is 5 weeks in, 12 touchdowns, leads the league, by the way, 0 interceptions, 1,409 yards, a 126.3 quarterback rating. Bruh, he's starting his campaign, and I am all in on Russell Wilson, MVP of the season. Holy fuck, man. This guy is just unbelievable right now. And if he continues, I mean, I hope he gives Mahomes and all those fucking fanboys a run for their money. I really hope so. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome to see. Russell. Ooh, get that MVP. Lift the Super Bowl. Oh my God. A man can dream, boys and girls. A man can dream. And here's the thing. You can have dreams of a better start to the NFL week because there's a lot of points of interest, boys and girls. There are lots of points of interest in this NFL season. And yes, at the SkyLounge YouTube page, we dive into weekly recaps of all the games on either the Cruise Peruse or Sky High segment. So guys, I implore you, I suggest to you, I will fucking force this shit down your throat. Subscribe to the ScyLounge YouTube page if you want more detailed shit on my opinions on the weekly games. I do all of them: Thursday Night Football, Monday Night Football, Sunday games. And if there's any other miscellaneous news and shit going out throughout the week, I'm going to talk about it. I will talk about it, and I have talked about it. Now, this is something that I haven't talked about. This is something that I want to talk about here on the podcast. Now, quarter season predictions. We are done with week 5, right? Most teams have played 4 games. I think all teams have played 4 games. So, with that, we have a quarter of the season wrapped up. Now, this is where I'm going to tackle 4 categories. And I know there's a lot more, but 4 categories is what I want to focus on. MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year, also Rookie of the Year. My MVP right now is Russell Wilson. This man carries this franchise because you see what's going on in that Seattle defense. You see the lackluster performance they can show on. You see that they can allow 400 yards to a quarterback. But people will argue, oh, what about Patrick Mahomes? To me, Patrick Mahomes is third. Right now, he's third. Because second is Christian McCaffrey, who I say is a very strong argument for that MVP award. I mean, my God. This man is carrying the fucking Carolina Panthers to any sort of relevance. I don't think we've really seen that since Sean Alexander. I mean, you can argue, boys and girls, but absolutely, I would say, my God. That Carolina team does not have a lot going for it, but Christian McCaffrey has been unbelievable, and he is carrying that team to relevance and above 500. So, Christian McCaffrey, right then and there. But here you go. Offensive Player of the Year. I'm also putting Christian McCaffrey of the Carolina Panthers. Again, this man is doing crazy shit in terms of rushing yards. It's insane. It's insane. And he's so young. Oh my God. His potential is so high. It's nuts. Defensive Player of the Year, I'd say Stephon Gilmore of the New England Patriots. I mean, yeah, it's a total team effort by the New England defense and Bill Belichick, but give credit where credit is due. Stephon Gilmore is an absolute stud. He has been one of the key reasons why the Super Bowl 53 ring, 60, it's not the 63rd one. Oh my God. 6th ring of Bill Belichick and Brady. You can argue Gilmore was one of the fundamental reasons why they won that. And they are continuing to build off of that confidence, and he is looking fantastic. So I will pick Defensive Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore. Rookie of the Year. Brace yourselves, boys and girls. Rookie of the Year, in my eyes, is Josh Jacobs in the Oakland Raiders. Reason why. You still got Carr. Carr's okay. He's not bad. He's okay. Your defense is meh on any given day. Josh Jacobs is really the key reason why you got a lot of those wins right now. That's my opinion. That's my thought on it right now. It's curious because the Raiders are in a playoff spot as of this recording. Yeah, technically they're in a wild card spot. And I will argue, Josh Jacobs, the 100-yard guy, I think on any average day I feel like he can get, this is a guy who is going to carry this team to relevance and inspire hype and hope for the Raiders faithful here in Las Vegas. Now, again, boys and girls, I am a Seattle Seahawks fan. I'm not really going to root for the Raiders, but I want to see a kid like Josh Jacobs who has a incredible backstory to him to succeed and do well in the National Football League. So best of luck. But hey, we got so many weeks of football left. I love it. We got more shit. So this list might change eventually. We'll check back around week 9. Right before week 9 or week 10. We'll check back in again, boys and girls. But hey, you know what's checking back in finally? The goddamn Lakers, because preseason titillation and Lakers fans being out here thirsty as fuck for some action, we are finally given some goddamn basketball and action. We have been quenched of our thirst, boys and girls. Anthony Davis and LeBron James. let me not only quench my thirst by drinking water here, boys and girls, but quench my thirst by watching these two play on the court. Holy shit! I gotta say this. If the Lakers stay healthy, and if they play up to their potential like they did in that first 2 quarters of a preseason game, if they ball the fuck out and lay everything on the floor each and every night, it's going to be a dangerous team. Yeah, I berate LeBron James. I don't hide that. I don't. But at the end of the day, the name that he has on the front of his jersey is my team. He is part of my team. And I have to accept that. There are great moments that LeBron has, and there are some absolute donkey head moments that LeBron has. But he's part of my team. And Anthony Davis is also part of this team, and holy fuck. I mean, we all know what LeBron James can do. I mean, we've seen it last season with the Lakers, but Anthony Davis, are you telling me this guy is going to be in my team and almost no one's going to be able to stop him or defend him going into the post? Fadeaway jumper, dunks. Oh my God! Just stay healthy, y'all. We can terrorize the NBA if y'all do. Opening night is October 22nd. I can't wait, boys and girls. I can't wait. And in the NBA, boys and girls, as preseason roars on, the Daryl Morey story has been interesting. Yeah. I know I don't often go into politics, and, I try not to. But this one, call it what you want. Call it, oh, you're doing this for clicks. Oh, you're doing this for whatever. No, I'm just going to lay out the fucking stuff that I feel is going to be misconstrued, right? Going to be laid on with all this bullshit, false perspective, false narratives, finger pointing, right? But here's the thing. Daryl Morey tweets out his support for Hong Kong in the midst of Hong Kong protests against China because of civil unrest due to a potential new law that would have restricted the autonomy that Hong Kong operates under. Now, as far as I've read, law's nixed, but protest goes on. Now, boys and girls, please, again, know I am basing my statements on bare-bone research and not too in-depth studying of the events of these protests. But at the end of the day, I'm absolutely for freedom, not for communism. I do think there's some valid perspective from Chinese citizens, mainland Chinese citizens, that plays against the narrative of Hong Kong. I'm pretty sure there are valid points to both sides. But I feel history and the legality of how China operates kind of works against them in this way, right? I mean, this is all perspective, right? This is absolutely all perspective. The problem becomes, and that's the whole political thing, right? I don't really, and I get it, because there is a cultural, historical, and let's be honest, a financial relationship and history between China and Hong Kong that, frankly, we as people who live in the United States can't really fathom. Maybe it's a certain perspective, but yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, freedom over communism, that's me. But the problem becomes, Morey is flogged by the Houston Rockets and NBA, who have deep pocket ties with China, and you have James Harden apologizing and saying, we love China. Oh my God. There are people fighting for their country's political philosophy because taking it lying down would mean mainland China ruling the country through their system, which is against the relationship and philosophy of Hong Kong and China based on the statement, one country, two systems. And we all bitch about the United States and how terrible this country is. Star athletes, especially NBA athletes and coaches, they're the first ones to tell you how terrible Donald Trump is, how fucking terrible the United States is, how, we're just the worst country because we don't do anything here. But there are literal people who are fighting to oppose actual systematic oppression. and you fuckers don't say shit about it. I mean, come on. You got a platform, you can absolutely use it, but you don't. Because censoring yourself means, shit, we get money. Like, certain Chinese broadcasts actually blocked, NBA games. So, NBA is panicking. I think they're panicking. We love China. China's your pimp, ho. And yeah, listen. This little segment of rant that I did here, it might not be a defined opinion, right? Because I truly believe this. There is no right or wrong answer. There's really not. Okay? It's context, it's perspective, and like I said, there is a history between those two countries, right? Hong Kong and China. There is a history there. There is a culture there that we cannot understand from a Western perspective, right? But I lay the overarching message here. I am for freedom. I am for democracy. I am from capital. I am all for capitalism. I am never for communism, never for socialism, none of that shit. That's what I want to lay to you folks right now. But the reality is, I'm just one small guy. When you have a tens of million, follower army in the social media circle, you should absolutely use your platform for the good. But reality is, money weighs out in the end. It does. It's a very sad state of affairs, but it's the kind of world we live in. Hypocrisy all over, but no one addressing it and no one giving a shit. Because that's how life is. You either hate Trump or you're a bad person. I don't fucking know. It's a weird fucking time here in the United States. Truly is. Truly is. But October is always a great time. No matter where you are, boys and girls. Well, unless you're in a prison camp, then that's gonna suck dick. But guess what? The Golden Knights aren't sucking dick. Yeah! They're not! The Vegas Golden Knights are 2-0 to start the season. Back-to-back games against the Sharks, both in Las Vegas and San Jose, boys and girls. And they come away with 9 goals and 2 goals conceded with 4 points. I've got to tell you, that gets me fucking excited. What doesn't get me excited is the fact that Nate Schmidt will be out for quite some time, but this gives ample opportunity for our young guys to show what's up. Guys like Nick Hague, guys like Zach Whitecloud, guys like Jimmy Schultz. I think they can make a real impact to really put that question into Gallant's mind. Shit, who do I put night to night? That's a great problem to have. Defensive depth. Solid defensive depth. Not just, bodies. You don't need just bodies. You need players who can play. And I'm telling you, I think those 3 cats can all play, and they are going to contest for spots. It's going to be very curious to watch. But here's the thing, boys and girls. My reviews for the Vegas Golden Knights home games at the SoundCloud YouTube page will be a little bit different. And it's really inspired by VGK coverage. I want to film what goes on, in our beautiful fortress, because yes, I am a season ticket holder. I will try to vlog, little snippets and spots as much as I can. And, for those cum shots. That's right, boys and girls. Cum shots all over, boys and girls. And here's the thing. Breathe in, breathe out. I did that kind of opposite, but my point is, hockey is back. Hockey is back, and it is beautiful. There are great storylines right now. And I'm not going to lie to you, boys and girls. I have not really paid attention to a lot of the games right now. I'm only paying attention to my Vegas Golden Knights, and even then, it's kind of just game to game. I'm going to be really honest. Baseball and football has taken over right now in October. But I'll tell you this. Hockey, on at any time, after around 4 p.m. on any given day, it's a beauty. It's a beauty. You turn on NHL Network, 11, 12 in the evening, and it's just highlights and highlights and highlights. It's glorious. It's absolutely glorious, boys and girls. What isn't so glorious, though, is the Dodgers. Oh, fuck. Yeah. The NLDS, the series is tied 2-2. We had a 2-1 lead yesterday, 1-1 tie, then a 2-1 lead, now 2-2 tie. Game 5 against the Washington Nationals in Los Angeles on Wednesday. I am terrified. But we have to be behind this team no matter what, boys and girls. It's do or die now, boys and girls. It is. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, Dodgers. Now, like I said, the NLDS will continue on Wednesday. And here's a curious part. Washington Nationals, Los Angeles Dodgers, series tied 2-2. The St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves also tied 2-2. So, hey, we get 2 NLDS games. Fun times. Fun times. Both game 5s. Lots of fucking shit on the stake here. It's going to be a great time. Now, the ALDS, you have the Houston Astros, who lead the Tampa Bay Rays 2-1. And there is going to be a game today in Tampa Bay, game 4. And here's the thing. I won't be surprised if the Rays tie the series. I feel like Houston has a tendency to just kind of get in their own heads and fuck up. Kind of like the Dodgers, but here's the thing. Who actually fucks up? Who actually fucks up in this series, if you ask me right now? Oh, it's the goddamn Minnesota Twins. They got swept in the ALDS. How do you break the MLB history home run record? And just take it up the fucking ass lying down in a series like that. I couldn't believe it. I actually couldn't believe it. They had opportunities in game 3 yesterday. The Twins. They blew it. They absolutely blew it. They blew every fucking chance they had. I feel no sympathy. And I feel revulsion at the fact that the Yankees are there. Oh, God, they're going to the ALCS. Fuck. Thanks, Twins, for nothing. God damn it. Well, there you go. Remember, guys, all weekly writing is in the links in the description below, so check that shit out. Weekly writing number 27, nonfiction, sports feels. Trying to tickle at the idea of what makes us sports fans emotionally tick. And what gets us off our fucking minds and has us going apeshit at sports. This is just something of a, I guess like a theory piece, I guess. It's not that long, but if you guys want to take a read, it is in the links in the description below, motherfuckers. Now, weekly film number 27. Joker. I have been waiting at least a year, over a year, for this movie. And let's talk about it. Plot. A failing stand-up comedian descends into madness as his world and life works against him. This is absolutely a psychological journey from beginning to the end. It is a thriller. I mean, I was tensed up on my seat the entire viewing, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Phillips does such a great job, director Todd Phillips. He just does such a great job of not only implementing great points from source materials like the comic books, that feature the Joker, but creates a very believable and palpable world where someone with the worst circumstances, can come out as the Joker. And this is really amplified by the fact that you have Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker. I gotta tell you, I haven't watched her. I haven't watched a lot of Joaquin Phoenix movies. But holy fuck. I think this Joker gives Heath Ledger and Mark Hamill a run for their money. Obviously, we haven't really had a Joker origin story, but this portrayal felt so fucking real, so authentic that you believe Arthur Fleck evolving and really devolving into the Joker. And it's incredible how amazing Phoenix transitions from one moment to the next, and it's incredible. It's just incredible to watch this transition throughout the movie. And you have to realize this. Joaquin Phoenix is so dedicated to his craft. He lost over 50 pounds to commit to this role. And holy fucking shit, if he's not a running for Best Actor in the Academy Awards alongside Taron Egerton, who absolutely should be nominated for his beautiful performance in Rocketman, I will flip my fucking shit. And here's the thing, the visuals completely flipped the script. It was absolutely incredible. Cinematography by Lauren Scher just captures each and every scene and moment just right. Just works out so goddamn well. And it's just great use of color and lighting to mark the transition in mood and vibe. And really, the best part about the visuals was how things transition from Arthur going from Arthur to Joker. Like, you could see the moments in the lighting and the camera work and the way everything just came together. And then you have the music. Holy fuck. The music by Hildur Guðnadóttir. Oh, fucking crap. I apologize. Icelandic name, hella respect, but damn, that is a hard name to pronounce. Hildur Guðnadóttir. Gonna leave it at that. But great composition on the music. Just absolutely captures the fucking freakiness of this movie. And music's compiled like Smile, That's Life, Rock and Roll Part 2 are just masterfully inserted to play into the psychopathic delusional train that Arthur is on. And we ride alongside with him. And I had such a blast, but this shit was unnerving. It had me say, God damn, that's fucked up. Like many times. Many times I kept saying the word, that is fucked up. That shit is fucked up as fuck. But absolutely great. And you have the dumbass talking heads that keep saying this movie will inspire violence. Probably the same dipshits who say video games cause gun violence. Shut the fuck up. Okay? This movie clearly illustrates from beginning to end how a damaged and deranged human being can be manufactured by an unforgiving society to become a malicious force unleashed upon the world. Okay? At the end of the day, it's a fucking movie. If you can't fucking differentiate that, like, you're already fucked up in your head. Okay? Some people are already just psycho enough that all they needed was just some stupid push. But don't get that shit twisted, saying the movie or the video game or some other bullshit excuse caused it. Shut the fuck up. Weak ass excuse. News and media just trying to glom on for a fucking story and clicks. Fucking horseshit. You should be ashamed of your fucking selves. Do some fucking research, you assholes. Now, to review this movie, to give it some points, give it a value. I had to think about this. I did. Watched it yesterday, mulled about it, wrote about the review today. I'm giving this movie a 10 out of 10. Joker is a brilliant ascension to madness through the perfect performance of Joaquin Phoenix that not only captures the essence of the comic book character, but illustrates a perspective of how insanity is created. Movie is fucking perfect. And no, motherfuckers, no one is gonna kill someone because we watch this movie. I always say this shit. No goddamn rape or murder. Come on, man. Stop it. God damn it. I love this movie. That was great. Probably gonna watch it again. A little fucked up, but so fun. Such a great movie. Now let's move on to weekly album number 27, Ode to Joy, Wilco, fun titty bit. Figured I wanted something other than pop and hip hop. Where do you go? Rockish. Alternative. There you go. Favorite track, White Wooden Cross. Great track with a very folksy vibe and just a somber but fun duality that makes it real nice. Liked it a lot. Med track, Before Us. Forgettable and just highlights the meh of the singing, which I'm not too crazy about. I'm just not. Sounds like a mumble sing. I mean, we got mumble rap, now we got mumble sing. Shit, man. Kids, they make anything. Now here's the thing. My thought chorus on this is simply this. On the album, simply this. I don't mind the sound engineering at all. It feels really mellow and somber, which I actually love, enjoy a lot. However, the singing, I don't care too much about. The album has the vibe of a stoned out mid-20s dude just grunting out songs. Again, don't mind the sound engineering, but the singing is just meh. And when they don't mumble sing and try to sing and voice out the chorus, it sounds like John Lennon with a hint of depression. Not too crazy about that, man. Fall, boys and girls, finally begins here in Las Vegas. Yes, I'm going to be that old man. and end this episode talking about the weather, because when you transition from the hundreds, okay, to the 90s, to the low 90s, you take any fucking temperature moving you can get. That shit is nice. We don't have to see the unforgiving sun of Las Vegas summer. We are now transitioning into the fall, and October is still here, boys and girls, which means more fun shit to come. Now, next week on the Sky Lounge, hey, heads up right now, our 3-year anniversary for the podcast is coming up on Thursday. I will be releasing a new episode on Thursday, October 10th. Y'all motherfuckers get 3 episodes in 1 week. I am spoiling you because I care for myself, not for you. Fuck y'all. I'm just fucking with you. Appreciate anybody who drops by. Folks, thank you so much for joining me this week. Make sure you're subscribed on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at The Sky Lounge. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13, IG5UNG. Now fuck off.